This week, Jason is on his second trip after Osceola turkeys in South Florida. His first trip ended after missing with his bow and finally killing one with his shotgun. But Jason was determined to finish the World Slam with his bow. So he got in touch with Jason Haywood, an avid turkey guide in South Florida. They planned to hunt, and a year later, Jason is back chasing Osceolas. The weather isn't great for turkey hunting, but they're all set up and close to a roost, and it's not long before the turkeys show up. Whether it was the wind blowing or the decoys, something had this old swamp bird nervous, never giving Jason a good shot. They switch out the decoys and sit for another hour, then decide to change locations.
Man, I wish that bird would have just stopped this morning, huh? If he would have just gave me a couple seconds, we could have got a shot at that bird.
He was just fast.
He looked like a good bird, good mature bird.
It was a mature bird for sure.
He's just gonna work. They just kind of work this stuff. They have their little home territory.
We weren't far this morning, just down in this opening down here. So we just moved on down a few hundred yards, and I think if we set up in here, they work these lanes right in here. Like you see these little runways,
right.
They stay right in here, and they feel protected around all these palmettos and oak trees in here.
Will these turkeys actually come all the way through this thick stuff, or do they try to stay in the open?
You see these deer trails like we came through, when we cruised in here? They'll take those deer trails all the way through these woods.
Okay, so I'm not used to hunting this thick of stuff.
Right, this is Florida hunting. This is Osceola hunting right here. They love to strut in these open fields, but they love these deer trails in the woods too.
All right, yeah, we might as well sit here for a few hours and go get some lunch.
Set up right here, give it a couple hours, throw a few calls out there, and if nothing happens, we'll go get something to eat.
Yeah, hopefully we can call him back.
Sound good? Let's do this. Good.
I mean, if he comes in, no matter which way they come, if they come in here.
You see this trail? They might come here, or they're gonna run these runways right into us right here. So either way, we're looking good.
I like hunting midday or whatever, you know.
I do too. This is my favorite time of the day.
9:30, 10 o'clock, at least that weather.
10 o'clock, yeah, I'm telling you, they get fired up here.
After setting up in their second spot and letting some calls out, the guys hear a gobble. This is the chance Jason's been waiting for.
Yeah. He flew off?
He just took off flying with my arrow. I thought I got him good. I mean, he was sitting there flopping around there for a second, and then he took off running. Now he just took off flying. I guess once we give him a few minutes, we'll go look for the arrow. If he flew with that arrow, it's got to be doing some.
Oh, it's hurting him. It's hard for him to get up with that arrow at him. I mean, if that arrow's still stuck at him, he hasn't gone far.
Yeah.
They give the bird a few minutes before they get up and start looking for him. To Jason's surprise, the turkey almost got away.
I mean, a couple more feet and we would have never found him.
Luckily, the bird didn't make it into the woods and out of sight.
He took off flying. He must have just dive bombed right here. I mean, he dive bombed right on the edge. But those other two toms that were with him,
they were standing right here. I mean, they were just right here with him, standing right here.
That's why Ralph calls them the three amigos. They're upset that one of their amigos is sick in his stomach. He's got something wrong with his gizzard.
Larry, Curly, and Mo.
Hey, look, the arrow's still in him.
The arrow's still in him.
Look at that.
Huh?
Redemption right there.
Redemption, baby.
That's my Royal Slam with a bow. I've got the World Slam, but the two big O's were both with shotgun. Because I had.
Remember when you came down and was hunting with him a couple years ago?
Yeah, and it was totally my fault on that one.
Yeah.
And then I got hosed by the outfitter when I went down for the oscillated.
I remember you telling me that. Yep.
Just one of those things. So.
There you go, baby. One of the ones down.
One more to go.
One more to go.
Bow hunting turkeys is not easy. I mean, it's not easy shooting them with a shotgun, you know, much less with a bow, but at least with a shotgun, you can kind of point it and shoot them right in the head and they're pretty much down as long as you don't hit them in their body. But shooting them in the body like this, they're, you know, you're taking a chance of them running off or flying off. This is probably the furthest I've ever had a turkey go.
Good 9.5 inch beard. I mean, look how nice that beard is for an Osceola. You know, usually Osceolas have those pencil thin, you know, beards. That's a really nice, just a good, healthy 2-year-old.
A lot of people, when they talk about Osceolas, they talk about big spurs.
Big spurs.
So they're going to be a 4 or 5-year-old bird?
No, a good 3-year-old or like an early hatching 3-year-old will have some good 1 3/8, 1.5 hooks on him.
Have you guys broke 2 inches, somebody said?
No, we haven't broke 2 inches, but we've been close. 1 3/4, 1 15/16, but we haven't broke 2 inches.
How many can we shoot in a season here?
We can kill 2.
Kill 2?
We can kill 2.
So now we can look for a big old super bird.
Yeah, 10-4 on that. Pretty work, brother, pretty work. Oh yeah, that feels good, don't it?
It may have taken Jason a few trips to Florida and cost him some wet socks, but by killing this Osceola, he has completed the World Slam with a bow. Headhunter Chronicles is brought to you by Zeiss. We make it visible. Epic Broadheads, performance, penetration, and a payday for your taxidermist. Elite Archery, respect the game. Outdoor Edge. Mossy Oak, it's not a passion, it's an obsession. Scott Archery, everyone's #1. CVA, it's just a better gun. On the second morning, Jason is up early and hoping to get his second bird in Florida. This time he's holding out for an older bird, one that he can put up on the wall.
We were in here last night, dug black box. Right before dark, we heard these birds go to roost. Now we've got them hammered all around us here, so it sounds like there's 4 or 5 birds in here and they're just gobbling at each other. So we're gonna sit tight and see if we can find us one with some big giant spurs.
Jason is after the older bird in the back, but with age comes wisdom, and this wise old bird stays put. Looks like these lovesick 2-year-olds get a hall pass for today.
Hoping that bigger bird would come in. I know it's crazy not to shoot those 2 birds, but you're only allowed to shoot 2 birds here in Florida, and I've already got one like that. We shot a 2-year-old bird the other day, and I want to shoot a big old limb hanger, a big mature bird. Those were definitely, they're not jakes by any means, but we'll probably regret not shooting them.
While heading to a different spot, the guys run into a pack of hogs. Because of the destruction that comes hand in hand with hogs, local landowners want them gone. This is just the job for Jason, so he takes full advantage of it, and the hunt is on.
Smoked that little black critter. We were just going up here looking for turkey sign in a spot that they haven't been to this year, and saw some hogs and got after them. Got us one, about a 30-yard shot.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Can Cooker. Cater to your crowd. Later in the afternoon, the guys head out in hopes of killing a true Osceola limb hanger. Now that Jason's completed the World Slam with a bow, he's chasing an older bird, one that he's already got a reserved spot for on his wall.
Now I feel like we're in the open every time we hit one of these rows.
I know. Well, that's how they work in the rows, They're up and down these rows.
The first time we came here, we were kind of in the Everglades.
Yeah.
And it was all swampy and all that kind of cool stuff, and the palmettos and everything.
Right.
And now this is kind of cool that we're in an orange grove.
This is, you get the best of Florida, the swamp, the orange groves, you get to hunt a little bit of both. But these birds will work these rows up and down, eating bugs all day long right here. And then they're going to feed their way to roost,
All right. Well, worst case scenario, hopefully we can hear some roost up.
Man,
if they pitch up there, we'll get here in the morning.
Yep, that sounds good.
Me and Will Primos, back when he was a young boy, I taught him how to make diaphragm calls. First one we ever made was called the turkey track cutter. That was a long time ago. Used to sell them calls out of a shoebox in my old Continental. Driving around sporting goods stores just selling tackle and stuff.
Now that's the sound they've been waiting for. Now they know there's a bird close.
He's 50 yards now. I can hear him drumming.
Coming up this road.
He's coming up this road on your left. He's on his way. He's hung up at about 35 yards.
Can I turn my head?
You can turn and look at him. He's behind a palm frond.
Now all they need is for the bird to come a little closer, but he holds up and stays put. After having a standoff for over 20 minutes, Jason decides to make a move before this old bird wises up and heads back where he came from.
Wait, what's he doing right now?
He's in full strut right now with his head. Now's the time to move. He's behind the palm frond.
Call, just get to make a noise.
Big bird, big bird.
Roll on, he's leaving.
He ain't leaving no more, is he?
Oh, he's dead. That thing pounded his head, huh?
Yeah, smoked him.
First bird with your new gun?
First bird on the gun. You gotta love that.
Mossy oak stock.
Good job, buddy. Yeah. The whole bird. Whole grove bird.
That's what everybody tells you right there. We were looking in the lodge at those birds mounted there this morning. Just wanted to kill a big mature bird. We got a 2-year-old bird with the bow, and that was my first Osceola with the bow. So this is actually my third Osceola now. We got one last year with the shotgun and got one today with the shotgun. So I'm done.
We're done in Florida.
What the heck?
A good way to end it right there
Yeah.
on that bird, though. Look at that rope.
That's a good beard for an Osceola too, huh?
Yeah, man, that's...
Every time I heard him drum, I was drumming.
Oh, man, that was awesome. What a good hunt. Can't beat it in the Florida orange grove.
What a great trip to South Florida. Jason tagged out with Osceola turkeys. He finished the World Slam with a bow and has one for the wall at home.